What's up, CMS? I'm Chandler.
And I'm Michaela, and you're tuning in to the Chowan Weekly News.
We just got back from our tour of Britain and we have stolen their accent.
Hey Chandler, what's happening this past week?
Students came back from spring break, rested and ready to work. We are in our fourth 9 weeks and we're preparing for the end of grade tests.
Mr. Lassiter announced that we made our reading goal of 20,000 points and has set up our new goal for 25,000 by the end of April. Now it's up to us to work together and meet this new goal. Over 130 students celebrated meeting their reading goals on Friday. They enjoyed socializing, eating popcorn, and playing the Xbox in the Media Center. The next celebration will be at the end of the year. Students, there's still time to make your goals and celebrate with us.
We had our parent night on Thursday. Students and parents came out for supper. After supper, there was a brief PTA meeting. Then students and parents visited teachers to pick up reports and talk about their successes for the third 9 weeks. Then they toured the Bulldog Showcase in the Media Center. Miss Swindell and her art students did an awesome job preparing and settling up their art pieces for the showcase. Let's hear what she had to say.
We're here with Miss Swindell in the Art Club. Thank you for talking with us today.
Yes, sir.
So how do students get in our showcase?
This year we have students from every grade level. Almost every student that has taken art this year was able to enter something. Some people have multiple things in there. And then other students that are not in art, some of them have the opportunity to bring things in.
Were the students excited about the competition?
Absolutely. We do this competition with the Eaton Women's Club every year, and there's the monetary prizes, so of course everybody likes to get a little bit of money. So we had a lot of students that were excited.
Was there a theme?
This year there was no theme, just anything that anybody wanted to enter.
Is there winners?
Yes, we have lots of winners. They will be announced this evening at our PTA. Well, I guess it'll be last week. But they'll be announced, and then those winners will be able to collect their money.
Thank you.
The 8th graders are preparing for high school registration. Miss Polvidor, our school counselor, has been working with the teachers and students, helping them prepare for parent night and registering for classes at John A. Holmes. Let's hear her explain the process.
Good morning, CMS. We're here with Miss Polvidor, our school counselor. Thank you, Miss Polvidor, for meeting with us this morning.
Sure.
We have a few questions from the 8th grade students concerning high school registration. Can you tell them a little about the process?
Sure, I'll be glad to. The high school counselors come on the 19th, and our 8th graders will be registering in their math classes for the 19th. We're going to do something a little different this year. It will be done through your iPads using Power School, but we'll also do a paper copy just in case something happens with that it doesn't go through properly. The counselors will be here to tell you exactly what you have to take and what you have an elective to take, and we'll have a whole list of the electives at the high school for you to choose from. So it's a pretty simple process, and then it just goes in through the computer, and then you're registered, and then about halfway through the summer you'll get your schedule, and then you have a chance to go back and modify or change it if you want to after that.
Okay. What is the open house at John A. Holmes?
Okay, open house for students and parents is on the 12th, which is on a Tuesday. It starts at 5:30. It is pretty much required because that's where your parents will be able to sign off on what you can take or what they would like for you to take or what they want you to take or to prove what you want to take. So yeah, it would be a really good idea for students and parents to come that day. They're doing it by teams. The jammers will do one thing while the slammers are doing something else, and then they'll switch all over. It's a really good process. It's a new process this year that the high school is doing, and I think they're really going to like it, being able to look at your schedules and look at your classes before you actually register for them.
Okay, thank you.
Heads up, students. Monday is a teacher work day. No school.
Now what's happening in sports?
I ain't go nowhere, but I just stayed here and fish. What'd you do?
I stayed here and fished a little bit too.
Alright, both the baseball and softball teams were busy this week.
They play Roper on Wednesday. Both teams brought home huge wins. Congratulations to the Bulldogs.
They also played Central on Thursday, and we were waiting on those scores. Next week, there is a game on Monday at Hertford County, followed by a home game on Tuesday, versus South Creek.
The track team also had a meet on Thursday at John A. Holmes. They did awesome.
Hey, Hannah, what are we having for lunch?
Hey, I'm here with Hannah, and she Twitter around here.
Monday is a teacher work day, and Tuesday we're having orange chicken or teriyaki beef. Wednesday we're having pizza or meatball sub. Thursday we're having beefaroni or chicken quesadilla. Friday we're having chicken nuggets or chef salad. All lunches are served with fruit, veggies, and milk. That's all for this week. Tune in next week for more news and updates. Bye.